one of my co-stars, she had like a stalker. She had someone come to the show.
Oh, really? At the show?
And they like
really
like got him out of the, like he showed up and that was somebody who was sending these messages on Instagram.
Oh, it's so creepy.
And it's so creepy. And I know that you had something like that. And she was really, I was like, what can I do? I'll go handle it. I mean,
well,
and you stopped going to cons because of it.
No. I was afraid to go to them. I was stalked when I was teaching at University of Pittsburgh.
What?
Yep. And it was terrifying. It was before the stalker law was even, before Rebecca Schaefer was murdered. And it was really, really scary. Then when I wanted to get out of there and there was nothing I could do, he would just be everywhere. He would know when my lights were off. I mean, no matter what, I'd get big missives that he would write and I'd tear them up and then I'd just go a few paces away and then there'd be a new one that would be in my purse. I'd like, how is this happening? It was like really scary.
Wow.
And he followed me when I changed jobs and went to Brandeis. And then he had written all these open postcards. I didn't even know the people who had hired me. I'd met them once when I had, you're sent and you're supposed to be tested. Like, do the students like her? You teach for a day, right? You teach all the classes and then they decide if they want to hire you. And I got this offer as an assistant professor. And I arrived there the first day in the office, and all the people in the office are looking at each other like, yes, well, here's some cards that have arrived. They're sort of personal. And it was like cards that he had written talking about our relationship and all that, and all of which was fabricated.
And they didn't know. They're like...
They didn't know. It was so weird. And then that winter, like in December, there was a huge snowstorm. And 9 feet of snow had fallen, and we were all trying to dig our cars out. So I had gotten an apartment in Cambridge, and there were some people, we were all on the street trying to dig out the street, and there's a guy who, we had seen each other, and he taught photography at RISD, Rhode Island School of Design. And we were doing it for hours, and he said, hey, you want to come up for my place? We'll just have a hot toddy or something. And I said, sure. I'd never met him. That was the first time I'd met him. I go up, the guy's preparing a drink, and there's a knock on the door, and open up, and there is my stalker, and he grabs me by the hair. I mean, it was like amazing. And
what?
Yeah, I mean, here he is in another state on a snowy night, and he looked like Tony Perkins in Psycho. It was like scary. And this other guy had a fake gun, and he went and got it, and then we called the police, and the police said, "There's nothing we can do until he hurts you." And I said, "Well, he grabbed me, he assaulted me in that way." And they said, "No, but are there bruises?" And I went, "Well, no, because
are you fucking kidding me?"
So I slept with a butcher knife under my pillow for quite a while.
How did it end?
It just sort of trailed off. He sent me dead flowers. I just sort of trailed off.
Dead flowers.
And I never knew when I'd run into him. Look, the guy probably had mental illness. I'm sure that he's probably. Well, I don't want to, what if he was really someone who just, I don't know. It was really scary though. And that's why I didn't want to go to cons, because I thought I'd see him.
Because you're almost inviting him inadvertently, like, look, I'll be at here. I'll be
right.
Right.
So I sort of was like always trying to not do stuff like that.